think Sean Phillips is a great big man, very athletic, has a motor, plays hard, sets really good ball screens, and he just changed the dynamic of our team a little bit. He's kind of our only like real lob threat. We have lob threats like Zoe in transition, but like in the half court, he's a real lob threat, and he kind of changes the dynamic of our team.
How do you begin to rebound from that Arizona game and kind of get refocused?
Say the start of that again.
How do you begin to kind of rebound and refocus and reset from that Arizona game to the next two games of this week?
I think the first thing you should do, which is what we did, watch film. You gotta live that moment over and over again so that next time, you know what I'm saying, we do as much as we can differently. You take it on the chin, and then when a team like that comes back to your house the next time, you try to punch them in the mouth. Not physically. Not physically, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. What were some of the things that you took or other players took from the Sunday film watching and what Bobby said?
Transition defense. I think that was one of the things that kind of stood out to me was transition defense. They scored a lot in the first half in transition defense. Half court. They scored a lot in half-court offense, too, but that transition defense, or our transition defense and their transition offense is, I think, what kind of got them going that game. It was kind of more of a half-court game the first early minutes, and we were dead even. And like I said, I think the thing that let them get that lead was transition. So I think we have to next time, do a great job of getting back, stopping the ball, and finding and locating our man.
How are guys responding off of that? Because that could be a demoralizing thing.
From the game or
Yeah, just the game, like how they responded in the days since then, practice, etc.
I think that it was just a wake-up call. Crazy thing for me was it kind of felt like playing them kind of reminded me when I was at Illinois and we were a top 10 team, just how physical we were, how well-conditioned, the pace we ran on offense. And it kind of gave me like a flashback of like, okay, this is, I don't think we've played anybody else in the top 10 or top 15 this year. So it gave me a flashback of what that was like, and it kind of was, I think, good for me because it's like, okay, I was similar to playing defense this way, and I don't play it the same way. I still play good defense, but I feel like we need to take some of what we saw in that game and add it to our own to help us, move forward in the end of this season.
At what moments in the game do you kind of, what are you seeing that you kind of tell yourself, okay, it's my time to go score, it's my time to one-on-one, whatever?
Myself?
Yeah.
Like me personally?
Yeah.
I think in the first half, I was kind of trying to go. I think I had a transition opportunity one time. I had Ballo in the paint. I could have stopped for a three, but I had just missed one before, so I was trying to get a better shot, and Coach kind of got on me a little bit for that. My boy Caleb was going. I think that was in my head a little bit too. I'm like, okay, I can play at that pace also. So seeing him go was kind of like I need to get going a little bit, and I missed kind of like 2 or 3 shots towards the end, so I'm kind of like, let me slow down a little bit, but I really should have kept my foot on the gas. So I try to stay locked in as much as possible while being within the team, you know what I'm saying? So I try to find my opportunities as much as possible.
You were talking about how the game was even thing when it was more of a half-court game. Usually you guys kind of prefer to get out and run.
Mm-hmm.
What do you like from your half-court offense recently, or what do you not like?
I think Jose Perez is a big thing for our half-court offense because he draws a lot of attention. I think that the start of the game, he was kind of our going factor for our half-court offense. And about that transition offense, we didn't really have much transition offense against them. You know what I'm saying? So they did a great job of that. Like, you didn't really see us get out and run that often. So, you could tell that was a big emphasis for them going into that game. And we got to do a better job of that, getting stops, getting rebounds, and going down. And that's just about, playing defense and being well-conditioned.
Do you guys have talented scorers like Keon Brooks and Miles Rice, coming in this weekend? The guards and kind of those wing players. How much do you guys look forward to those specific matchups with those type of players that can score?
I think like Keon, big emphasis. Also Severe. They got a lot of pieces actually over there on that team. The year hasn't went very well in their way, but they got a lot of pieces. I think we have to do a good job of containing the ball and limiting them to one shot, and the same thing, stopping them in transition. And I feel like we could beat them also.
At this point of the season, how would you rate your comfort level in
chemistry within the team?
Myself or the whole?
Yeah, yourself.
I think I'm pretty good. I had a little struggle there in between. I was dealing with some hip issues, and I was, it kind of limited me from getting in the gym and putting in the extra work I always put in, which kind of slowed me down a little bit. But now that that's not happening anymore, I feel great. Been in the gym as much as possible, and I think that's kind of why I've seen an uptrend in my game. So that's kind of my role, come out here and try to score, defend, be a leader. So, I'm trying to do that to the best of my ability to help us win. So I'm comfortable.
You're going to go out there and shoot more after this.
Mm-hmm.
So have you increased the number of shots you're trying to get up on your own, or is it the same?
Yeah, I get about 250 a day, makes
Is that-
around, so probably a little bit over too. Then plus whatever we do in practice.
What had you been doing, like, in the off season or early this season?
You saying what have I?
Yeah, how many shots?
Probably around the same, because I also do like individual work. Like we have a ball screen game. Me and the manager do out there. We had Mickey's in it. He guards me. He's a good defender. They won one spot. I won 2 spots where we do a ball screen game where it's literally like ball screen. I can pass and chase. I can cut. They can guard me in a drop. They can guard me they can go under. They can go over. So just working on my ball screen game and also getting that switch with one of the managers going at them. So it's a lot of things that go into that. And then I'm about to go shoot after this.
How do you kind of mentally prepare for this last stretch of the season going into the Pac-12 tournament?
Not putting too much pressure on myself. Just going out there, having fun, and remembering that at the end of the day, this could all be taken away from me. So I think that's what, a lot of guys, not even just here, but just that play the game of basketball need to know, because it could be taken away from you at any point in time. And when I went through that rough stretch, I was like, hey, maybe I really, because, I have a daughter, so I'm like, maybe this could be near the end for me. Maybe I need to find another, But even thoughts like that, I'm like, you know what? No, let me enjoy my time playing basketball because, I feel like I got a lot left in me. So I'm going to try to keep going as hard as I can.